All right, here we are at our 1989 Regal Sebring 195XL Bowrider for sale. We're here very close to Norris Lake, Tennessee, just off the water. This one we just pulled out of a storage unit. Has not been ran this season. The sellers actually purchased a new boat and realizing that it's time to pass this one onto another family. This one's rated for 8. This is an older boat. Mechanically, this just had a full drive service and engine tune-up last season. It's actually got a rebuilt Jasper Marine Alpha Outdrive on it. We got a 3-blade stainless prop. The interior is in good shape, but this one does have some wear on the exterior. As you can see, the sides, we got quite a bit of dock rash above the water line, but also below the water line. We've got some marks on this one throughout. We'll have a lot of photographs of this, but basically you've got a lot of these cracks around the hull on the exterior. This is one that you do not want to leave in the water in this condition. If you're using it on the weekends, if you're just getting started, if you're looking for an entry level, just something that is mechanically running without putting a lot of money into it, this would be a good option for you. And you're going to want to keep this either on the trailer or on a lift. You may even look into doing bottom paint on the hull as a more, I guess I would say, a cheaper way to keep some of these marks in the hull from really hurting you from long-term use. But again, because of the age and the size of this one, it's going to be hard to justify doing a lot of repairs to the hull of this one, but this is going on. Of course, we're going to make this boat available for a buyer to have it inspected. And one reason for some of these marks is we've got a missing roller on this easy loader trailer, so that's done some of the damage. But a lot of the other, it just appears as though that gel coat is cracking throughout. You've just got a lot of marks. So I'm going right in to show you the hull of this one first. Get underneath that steel frame. So again, up here in this area, that's all in past the gel coat. A lot of that's into the fiberglass, and there's that missing roller. So that's done some of the damage, but not all of it. But this one is going to be at a lower price point. A few more marks up on the bow line of this. And again, this one has had a lot of recent service on it, so mechanically this should be a good option for you. But getting ready to climb up this 3-step swim boarding ladder. We've got a Teak swim platform. And again, I think I referenced that Jasper rebuilt Alpha Outdrive. Here's your ski tow hook right here if you're pulling skiers or tubers. You've got a Bimini top overhead. I've actually got the engine cover pushed up a little bit so I can show you the engine whenever we first step in here. So interior, you know, a lot of these older boats, when you walk around on the inside, you're going to realize that the floor is rotten and soft. Essentially, this is all plywood floor, and it's carpeted. I'm not seeing any soft spots on this one, so for that reason, you know, this could be a good option for somebody. Again, if you're not wanting to spend a lot of money, you're not going to want to put a whole lot of money into this because of the hull. But this could be a great affordable way to get on the water and see if it's something you and your family want to keep doing. So here's your this is a 4.3 liter V6 Alpha 1 Thunderbolt ignition Mercruiser engine and drive. Again, I mentioned that Alpha 1 rebuilt Outdrive. Engine was just had a full tune-up, and the drive just had bellows and a gimbal bearing put in it. So really, from a mechanical standpoint, there's still some life in this one. And I believe that one is rated at 175 horsepower. But again, a V6 Great power package for this size boat. This being about a 19.5 foot boat. I believe the beam on this one's about 7 feet 10 inches. All right, so now I'm going to slide that engine cover back and then show you a few things. So this little storage compartment here, this houses another Bimini, and of course there's a fire extinguisher laying in there as well. That Bimini is going to be a lower profile Bimini, and it will snap into the top of this windshield. So it's a great Bimini to put on there whenever you're expecting some rain. Now they're not the easiest to actually move around the boat in, so they've actually added a secondary Bimini top that's higher profile to give you a lot more usability in the cockpit of this boat. So these seats, they can be seat bases or a filler cushion to make a sun lounge back there. We've got 3 small cup holders integrated into this engine cover. A little bit of wear on the vinyl in here in a few areas, but just wanted to show how these seat bases can be moved around, where you can make either a sun pad or you can put 2 separate seats back here. Now right behind here is your battery. That's a 2018 battery, and that still has a charge, so you should probably have another season out of there. You probably want to put that on a trickle charge this coming off season. And so that seat also drops down, and you've basically got 2 small little seats back here. You've got the back-to-back driver and passenger seats, and these will lay down and also make a sun lounge. We'll have some photos of both of these seats in the laid down position. Otherwise, they'll move forward and back just a little bit. They're essentially on a track, and you can basically pull a lever and slide them forward or back. In-floor ski storage locker. This one does have a full snap around mooring cover. Snaps are basically right along the rub rail, and I've got it laying in that in-floor ski storage locker. That's in good shape as well. 36-gallon fuel tank on this one. Then here at your driver's seat, we do have an engine hour meter that's currently showing 1,633.2 engine hours. Got a fuel gauge, battery voltmeter, tachometer, speedometer, oil pressure, engine temperature, and drive trim. Now we have function tested the blower, the horn, and the bilge pump. All of those did pass our function test. The stereo, this is an AM FM cassette stereo, that did not power up. And we have not checked the navigation lights. Thought this was pretty neat. Sometimes you'll have some neat stuff like this in the older boats. They've actually got a nautical weather warning sign chart, as well as the coastal aids to navigation, reminding you which side of the channel marker you're supposed to pass the certain buoys on. And then they've also got a little checklist over here. There's a rear view mirror on this one, mounted up here to the windshield, and then there's your capacity plate right up there about the center screen now. This one is rated for 8. We've got a nice, neat little dry box or glove box right here. There we go. A lot of character in some of these older boats. So there is some wear on the interior. Honestly, for this age boat, I was pretty impressed. A lot of these seams in these seats are showing some wear. I'm trying to point those out to you now. Coming back down your driver's seat, another mark here, and right over there. Coming over the passenger seat, almost the same areas in all these, just from use, but gosh, they're in good shape. Vinyl's not, dry rotted like they sometimes are. Actually got some nice texture still on it, and again, the floor appears to be solid on this one. Roomy bow up here. This is kind of wide for a typical 19.5 foot boat. Here's your horn up here, and then we've got storage under these seats. Seams are all in good shape on these. Storage under there. We've got a little integrated cooler, drains down into your bilge up here in the bow, and storage under this seat as well. So again, this one has been kept indoors in the dry. Little mark on the vinyl up here in this large bow. And that's where this will be kept until it is sold. We'll be putting it right back in that same storage where it came from. This is probably the worst of the interior, right back here on this engine cover. Those 3 marks right back there. So I'm gonna climb out the side. Actually, one reason I really like these seats is when you remove one of these, you can step a whole lot closer up to your swim platform there without having to step on your seat. It makes that transition a lot easier. So again, this is a 1989 Regal 195XL Sebring Bowrider for sale. Again, we got the 175 horsepower Mercruiser V6 4.3 liter inboard outboard Sterndrive engine with that rebuilt Outdrive. And again, within the last 2 years, it has had a full engine tune-up, as well as the gimbal bearing and the bellows replaced on that Outdrive. So cosmetically, it does have a lot of wear on it. Mechanically, this could be a great option for you, for somebody not wanting to spend a lot of money and you know, to get in the water. Also should mention our wheels are showing kind of rough shape here. This appears to have some surge brakes on it. This is newer rubber. This is a 2017 tire on this side. The other side's got a bit of an older tire. 2-inch ball hookup. I should point out, trailer wiring for your lights is not functional at the moment. This wheel, not quite as rusty, but also I would probably put some new wheels and tires on here. Now this tire is older. The other one was a 2017. These are ST 205/75 R14 trailer tires. Those are typically stocked by a lot of your tire shops near the water. If you're from outside the area and you want to have that coordinated, we can certainly make arrangements to have some new rubber put on here. And again, this is a Shorelander easy loader style trailer. We've got those rollers. So that'll wrap things up here for this one. Again, it's the 1989 Regal 195XL Sebring Bowrider for sale here near Norris Lake, Tennessee. This one's going to be in the bargain boat page of our website. So if you make it over to yournewboat.com, you'll have to click find your new boat, and then you'll be able to you'll look for the link either at the bottom of the page, or actually it'll be on the left hand side near the top, where you can sort by boats by type or location or price. But if you click the bargain boat link, it's going to show you everything in our everything we have for sale under 10,000. That's where you're going to find this one. A little bit of wear on the lower part of this Outdrive, and a little bit around the prop, but not bad. It'll also be on the Bowrider page and the Norris Lake page. So again, any questions or comments on this one, reach out to us through the website, where you can reach us by phone, by text, or by email. But we do like to remind you, if you call us on the phone and we don't answer, and if you would like a return phone call, please just make sure you leave a message. If you take the time, let me know which boat you're looking at, what questions you have. As soon as I either finish with the customer or I'm back in cell phone range, I can return that call. And also, if you've sent us an email and if it's been more than a business day and you have not gotten a reply, please check your spam folder. Your reply is likely in there. If you want to confirm it's still available and you're looking at the video, you can either look up at the title. If it doesn't say sold at the end of it, it is still available. But of course, you can also click over to our website, where you'll be able to see if it's in a pending sale or if it is still available for purchase. We keep them updated there, and then as they're sold, eventually our YouTube channel, we do have 2 playlists, one for the current listings and one for sold boats. We like leaving the sold boats on there because sometimes if people are looking at different models or layouts, or maybe buying the same boat somewhere else, but there's not great photographs or video available, they can use that sold boat page for reference to see how a particular boat is laid out. So again, that's going to do it today. That yournewboat.com logo is popping up in the top right hand corner of your screen. That's just a shortcut where you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. That will notify you of any new listings as they come available in our area. And we would be happy to have you as a subscriber. And again, reach out to us at our website if you do have any questions. And I thank you again for joining us.